Hello, my super kids. Welcome to another interesting lesson with Mr. Olia. In the previous lesson, you learned about the 20th element of the periodic table. In this lesson, you'll be learning a new topic known as chemical reaction. I'll come again. Chemical reaction. Now, what is a chemical reaction? A chemical reaction takes place when two or more substances interact to form one or more new substance. I'll come again. A chemical reaction takes place when two or more substances interact to form one or more new substance. So you can say a chemical reaction has taken place. Next, the decomposition of a single substance into two or more different substances is also considered a chemical reaction. I'll come again. The decomposition of a single substance into two or more different substances is also considered a chemical reaction. Now, what are reactants? I'll come again. What are reactants? Reactants are substances that exist before a reaction takes place and undergo a chemical change. I'll come again. Reactants are substances that exist before a reaction takes place and undergo a chemical change. For example, salt and water are examples of reactants mixed together to form a new product. Now, what are products? What are products? Products are substances that exist after a reaction has taken place. Products are substances that exist after a reaction has taken place. For example, vinegar mixed with baking soda will give a product of carbon dioxide, which is in gas form, and water. So vinegar and baking soda,
which are the reactants mixed together to form a new product as carbon dioxide, which is a gas form, and water. So reactants mixed together form a new product
in a chemical reaction. Next, you need to know some scientific facts about chemical reaction. 1. The products of a chemical reaction will never contain elements not found in the reactant. The products of a chemical reaction will never contain elements not found in the reactant. This simply means when the reactant contains some element, that element will also reflect in the product. Next, the properties of the product will be different from those of the reactant. For instance, when vinegar and baking soda is mixed together, it gives carbon dioxide and water. So the product will be different from the reactant. The product will be different from the reactant. Next, the mass of the product will always equal the mass of the reactant. I'll come again. The mass of the product will always equal the mass of the reactant. This simply means the quantity of mass contained in the reactant will also reflect in the product. Next fact is that some chemical reactions produce energy, while some of them absorb energy. I'll come again. Some chemical reactions produce energy, while some of them absorb energy. So these are some scientific facts about a chemical reaction. Wow, super kids! It has been a fun learning process so far. Knowing the definition of chemical reaction, knowing the definition of reactants in a chemical reaction, and products in a chemical reaction, and some scientific facts when a chemical reaction occurs. I hope you had fun learning. See you guys in the next lesson. Bye for now.